Hi Aries, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you can visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity on your personal charts, in your relationships, or even at your career, you may write to me for a personal consultation at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Happy birthday, Aries. It's quite a spectacular month despite your ruling planet Mars that goes retrograde mid-month, followed by Mercury that is going retrograde around the 29th. Mercury, incidentally, is going retrograde 4 times this year, and this is the second retrograde that it's happening. We begin the month with Venus that is transiting your own house, Aries. This is your birthday month. It's the month of recreating yourself, reinventing yourself, and it is all about how it is that you present yourself to the world at large. It's a time where there's going to be a lot of focus on what is it that you want out of life, your dreams, your desires. Where is it that you see yourself in life? What are your future plans? And also how it is that you're wanting that the world at large is viewing you, whether it is your social status, whether it is your reputation at work. All this office is going to is not just getting affected, but it has got highlighted. The good news is that since Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, sex and money, she's going to be shining her gentle, loving light in your own house, and this is just going to be softening all the effects around you. So people are going to be finding you very charming, very easy to deal with. You yourself could find that you are compromising on things on which earlier maybe you could have taken a stronger stand. So with this energy lasts for about a month or so, and ensure that during this time, if there have been certain setbacks in the past as far as negotiations have been concerned, that you can pick those up as now to evaluate. On 6th, we have Mercury that is transiting your house of money. You can expect a lot of conversations with Mercury coming over there, and it's a time to be looking at your bank balance, Aries. It's also a time to be sitting for maybe the next whatever number of months are left right now for you to be sitting and planning your budget. For those of you who are looking for new jobs or are interviewing, you can expect a lot of conversations. In fact, some of you could be in mid conversations or mid discussions with this particular aspect. Be careful, however, about your any form of communication, be it spoken, be it written, emails, SMSs. Try and ensure that you stay as brief as possible and as clear as possible. Even though Mercury is direct, but because there could be a rush or you could feel sort of pressure to say things quite quickly, it can be that you may sort of end up saying the wrong thing. Mercury also, when it comes in transits, are part of a house which has to do with money. It also sort of makes us be or sort of treat ourselves a little bit better materially. So you could be in a place where you could be justifying yourself as to why is it that you need maybe that expensive car or that expensive dress. Around the 7th, we have a lovely new moon, and it is coming and joining Venus in your own house. And the new moon is all about opportunities. It's not as emotional as the full moon is. And solar eclipse, normally it brings about a lot of opportunities that you may have otherwise either missed in the last couple of months, or it could be that due to whether there was a blockage or you were unable to take a decision and the opportunity went. So during a new moon, it's normally that something that had happened in the past or a missed opportunity, it gets recreated for you. And it's a time to be redoing things. So it's quite a fantastic time for you to be, because it's transiting in your own house. So it's asking for an inner overhaul. It's asking for not just reinventing yourself superficially. It's also speaking about your habits. Maybe there's a conditioning that is there. Maybe there's a pattern that has got formed as to how it is that maybe you expect life to be, or maybe you expect your work partners to be. And with this particular solar eclipse, you could be literally be undoing a lot of conditioning. So it's a great energy. Around the 17th, we have your ruler Mars, and that is going retrograde till about June 29th. So this month Mars is going retrograde for you in the higher mind consciousness and some amount of travel, and next month Mars again retrogrades for you, but then it's retrograding in the house of joint finances, resources and sexual intimacy. And Mars retrograde simply affects your drive, it affects your energy or even enthusiasm, passion. So it's a good time to be looking at anger issue, Aries. So if anger has been an issue with you, or it's become a pattern and you are not able to sort of control your frustration, or even I would say your speech, because Mercury is really active this month, try during a retrograde, because everything has slowed down for you. Try and see that you can Mars has gone retrograde, so try and see that during the calmer times whether you can sort through basic stuff that really makes you angry. It's also a great time to be going in during a Mars retrograde for a therapy or for a counseling, because you will be more open to listening to other person's point of view. So even for those of you, I would say, if there have been issues even at workplace and you feel that either you've not been heard or it's been very difficult to get your point of view across, with the retrograde, it'll be a brilliant time to be sort of restarting that conversation. However, stay away from any kind of a lawsuit, Aries. Don't get into any legal fight with anybody. Don't start a new romance. Don't pick up a new large project which could require a lot of energy. It could require a lot of drive, and you could just be generally be feeling a little. You could just be feeling, not as energetic as you would normally. So this is just like a downtown time for you. Around the 20th April, we have Sun that is coming in, highlighting your house of money again. And Sun over here is speaking about your own material wealth. And this is a time where, again, there's a desire. A lot of you are maybe looking at buying property, or maybe you're just beautifying your house, you're buying maybe wonderful things for yourself or for your kids, and it's just a time where material things will not just hold more value, but they would be giving greater comfort. And even out of that, because this house also speaks about self-worth, a lot of you are going to be drawing that sense of whether it's a sense of power or it's a sense of valuing yourself. So you're going to be pretty much looking at yourself through the however much that you have in your bank. Now the trick over there is that while yes, it could be comforting to a certain extent to know that yes, you can afford to buy another house, or you can buy that expensive dress, but the thing over here is that if you end up buying something really expensive, you could suffer from a buyer's remorse. And also try and not see yourself through others' eyes as far as money is concerned, as to what your worth is. Don't try and equate it with your bank balance, Aries. It could just sort of make you do things which you could regret much later on. Around the 22nd, we have a full moon, and this is happening in your house of joint finances, resources, intimacy and sexuality. And full moon or lunar eclipses, they're extremely emotional. So it can be that you are either dealing with an intimate issue. Maybe there have been issues in your relationship as far as intimacy is concerned, and it could have really come up on the surface now. So with full moon, it is literally that it's coming to an end, it's coming to a fruition, something has got finished. So there could be a sense of transforming this energy as well, because this house is also extremely transformational. It's a very karmic energy that is there. So it's a brilliant time to be making that change, maybe taking that step forward and ensuring that things get resolved, or there is less of a distance in a relationship. This is also because it also has to do with money. There could be issues around security as well. Maybe you are sitting with you're planning with your partner right now about your future, where it is that you plan to live. Do you have enough resources, enough finances, and who spends what, or whose share is what to be contributing, whether it's at home or towards anything large thing that you could be looking at. It's a time as well to be looking at your current loans and EMIs and seeing whether you could get a better rate in the market. Around the 29th, we have Mercury that is going retrograde, and this again is speaking about your self-esteem, Aries. So a lot of focus this month, while yes, we have Venus that is coming and shining in your own house as we begin, and it's all about reinventing yourself. But I would say, since your earned income is really focused around this month and your self-worth is really highlighted as well, try and redo or reinvent even your work that is there. Maybe there's a project that you left some time back. Maybe there's a job that you wanted to do, or a particular industry that you wanted to follow for the longest of time, or maybe there has been a sense of sort of complacency as far as your current work is concerned, and you've been unable to grow, and the stagnation has just set in, but it works as a security blanket. So this is really a time of transforming yourself. It's a time of slowing down towards end of the month. It's a good time to be re-looking at the decisions, or you could be at end of the planning stage as well, as to where it is that you go from here as far as your work or as far as money is concerned, and you could be worried about security. So it's a brilliant time to be sort of revising or re-looking at the plans that you currently have. It's a good time to be re-evaluating your options as well as far as money is concerned. It's been lovely speaking with you, Aries, and a quick reminder for those of you who need your personal charts, whether they are about relationships or about your career, for a consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.